So here we are today at the Eastbourne 999 weekend. It's not quite open yet to the public, but lots of people setting up. All the emergency services are here. And I'm joined today by the new Chief Constable for Sussex Police, Mr. Giles York. So Giles, tell me, how excited are you to be in the role?
Katie, really excited to be in the role and actually really excited to be here at the 999 day today. I haven't got down here yet, having been here 6 years already, and I'm amazed how big it is, how many people are involved, and even before it's open, how much kind of air of excitement there is around the place.
It's great. Apparently it's in its 28th year, so that's quite something for Eastbourne as well. But tell me about your role. What's your aspiration for the future for Sussex Police?
Where I want to be taking Sussex Police is to be really delivering our core services very, very well. So responding to emergencies when people really need us, that's right at the top of the agenda. Supporting people who are vulnerable, who really need our help, and being able to give them the support that they want. But more than that as well, bringing to justice those people who are making them feel vulnerable.
Great stuff. So tell me a bit about you though, because obviously everybody listening is going to want to know a little bit about what's behind the Chief Constable. So, you know, are you married? Do you have children? Obviously I know, but people watching don't.
I always find there's a mix of people. There are those who leave home at home and work at work, and those who mix the two. Mine's completely blended. If people see me around the place at events like this, I'll often have one of my 3 children with me, maybe even a spaniel, and my wife often joins me on events as well.
And how do they feel about having Dad as the new Chief Constable of Sussex with their friends?
Well, my youngest will be a teenager on Monday, so that'll end me up with 3 teenagers. And I think it's probably captured by something my eldest, who's 18, said to me, which was, "Dad, you won't believe the things I haven't done because of who you are." But they do seem very excited.
That's brilliant news. And tell me a bit about the police officers and the staff that work for Sussex.
It's a real privilege to inherit a force in such a fit state. It really is healthy. I know that there are some issues for morale around the place because of some of the things that we're facing, some of the challenges that we're facing in front. But actually, the officers are up for it. They know that there is a challenge ahead, but they're really, really positive, and I'm determined with the Chief Officer team and working with you to give them the best opportunities to work hard into the future.
Great. Well, that kind of gives everybody a real insight, and thank you for that. So out of today, here at the 999 event, I know I'm looking forward to seeing the police dogs because Team Sussex will be out in force. Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to seeing?
The one thing that maybe sadly makes me quite excited is actually seeing so many different agencies being able to pull together in one direction. So seeing all the different agencies here together, I think is incredibly reassuring for everyone and for us in trying to deliver our service.
That's great. Thank you very much. So we'll sign off for the time being and wish everybody a really successful event today. If you haven't had a chance to get down, put it in your diary for next year. The weekend 999 event at Eastbourne. It's definitely worth seeing. Well, I'm here with some of the Sussex Police Cadets from Eastbourne branch today. I'm just going to ask them to introduce themselves. So here we've got
Georgia.
And how long have you been a cadet, Georgia?
About 2 years.
2 years, perfect. And then we've got
Callie.
How long have you been a cadet?
I joined in February.
February this year?
Yeah.
So you're new?
Yeah.
Brand new. And?
Jason, I've been a cadet for about 3 years.
Perfect.
Isaac, I've been a cadet for 4 months. I've just become a new cadet.
Excellent stuff. And finally, and not least, we've got the boss here, Melissa, who's in charge of all the cadets in Eastbourne.
I'm Melissa and I've been a cadet for about 2 years.
Great. And what got you into being a cadet, Melissa? What was it really attracted you?
Well, I saw a TV programme about the police dogs and I just sort of fell in love with the job and thought, that's what I want to do.
And tell me, what age do you have to be to leave the cadets? I mean, how old and then you have to move on?
18.
18. Oh gosh, so you can join at what age?
14.
So, and you've been in 3 years, did you say, or 2 years? 2 years. And how are you finding it?
I really enjoy it.
You really enjoy it?
I really enjoy it, yeah.
Brilliant. And what's the best bit?
Just getting to know people and being in the public and saying I am a cadet is really a proud moment.
Great stuff. And I understand that one of you is thinking of joining the police afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I've been wanting to join it for quite a while now and I thought the cadets would be a good route, and it has been.
Fantastic. Okay, well, guys, thank you for joining us today. Have a big smile at the camera, give them all a wave, just so Mum and Dad can see as well. They're going to be looking after members of the public today, making sure that people are having a good time and generally directing them to wherever they need to go to. So thanks very much, guys, for joining us. Bye. Well, I wanted to tell you about something that's really exciting that's happened this week, about the money that I've got from the Home Office to help young children who are victims of sexual abuse and victims of domestic abuse. The Home Office have granted Sussex £250,000 so that we can pay for special advisors who are trained, who will give age-appropriate support to children when they're at their most vulnerable. Children are all vulnerable, but when they've been through the trauma of something like rape or sexual abuse, it really is horrendous. And these will be special advisors who can help them come to terms with their horrendous experience, but importantly also help them go through the criminal justice system and get the justice that they deserve, because children deserve it just as much as adults. I'm also, you can see in the background, behind me over my left shoulder here, Terry, who's setting up part of the team, setting up our stall. It was set up last night, but it's been so windy here in Eastbourne, apparently it all blew over, and poor girl had to run after and catch it all this morning. And then to my right here, we've got ladies from Restorative Justice, and we've also got ladies from Victim Support, who earlier were eating their bacon butties, and they've just hidden them because they're on camera. So girls, you've been caught, you see. Give a quick wave to the camera. and if you haven't made it this year, you really do need to. This is the most amazing event. The doors are about to open, the public will come flooding in soon. Here we are with Sussex and Surrey Police Dog Units. It's Team Sussex out in force today. I've got Sergeant Graham here, who's or Graham McKee, who's got some dogs, and I'm going to ask him to tell us a bit about them.
Oh, thanks, Katie. Yeah, we're the Sussex Dog Unit. We're merged with Surrey these days, but for today it's just Sussex Dog Handlers. We're down for the Eastbourne 999, and we've got a selection of dogs with us today. On the far end with Steph here, we've got Basil. Basil's a 3-year-old drugs dog. He's trained to find drugs, firearms and money. So he's always finding money around the back of Steph's sofa for him, which is quite a useful skill. He'll be doing a little bit later on with some drug searches to show off what we can do. We've got Pulse here, who's a 3-year-old German Shepherd. He works with Des Kirby. They're based out of Eastbourne. Pulse is a general purpose dog. They're the real clever ones we've got. They have to do a little bit of everything. They have to be able to bite, to search, to track, to find property, and generally they're the masters of several trades. So they're the real special dogs in my view, but that's only because I don't work a search dog. And then over the other end here, if you want to come over here, we've got little Vinny. Vinny's 4 months old. He's a puppy from the Metropolitan Police scheme, and he's been run on by Dave here. Dave is a retired PCSO, but what we do with our puppies is we put them with a family, so they grow up in a family environment where they can just be dogs. So he's come to Dave from about 7 weeks old.
That's brilliant, thanks Graham, fantastic. I got the best job in the world today, haven't I?
Yeah.
I'm joined here by Andy, who is part of the Beachy Head Chaplaincy service. They're looking for your support. They do some vital work in the community, and I'm trying to highlight this because we don't want to lose this service that happens and is so vital at Beachy Head in Sussex. So Andy, tell me a bit about the work that you do.
Well, we've got 14 volunteers, and there are 3 paid members of staff, and we do patrol the area. We connected with the police. We get phone calls from the police if anyone's on their way. It's a hard world out there, and people can't cope. So they do tend to come up to Beachy Head where they're despondent, suicidal. We make contact with them, we reach out to them. Sometimes it's cliff edge incidents, and get them the help and support they need.
So fantastic work, really vital. And you're looking for more funds, I understand.
We are, yeah. That has always been a concern, but we do live by faith.
Okay. So if people are watching now and they think, actually, I'd really like to donate or help in some way, how do they get hold of you?
Well, basically just the Beachy Head Chaplaincy website, and it's all on there. All the information. If they want to donate, that's fantastic.
Until 11:30. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So enjoy your day here, and
Well, I'm going to sign off now and say bye-bye for this month. But as you can see in the background, the 999 event is just opening to the public. It's a free event, happens every year. It's in its 28th year in Eastbourne, which is fantastic. It's also happening in Hove now, and later on this year we'll be opening its first event in Burgess Hill as well. So a big thank you to all the men and women who give their time every day in the face of real adversity. They show courage. They put our lives ahead of theirs. A big thank you from all the public to them, and it's a great way for us as members of the public to show our support. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye for now.